following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm going to conduct a sea trial and performance evaluation on the latest version of the 400 SLX from Ray, this time with outboard power. Let's see how she does. I want to start right here at the swim platform because we do have outboard power, but we're not sacrificing space at the swim platform. At its narrowest, it comes out 16 inches from the transom. To both sides of the transom, 9-inch pull-up cleats. Now take a look at this. Under the port side seating, I mean really deep storage. This will hold longboards, skis, wakeboards. There's an inflator for your water toys. And take a look at this. There's a pole that gets stored over here. Watch what we can do with this. We can use it to support the shower wand, and now we've got an actual stand-up transom shower. All the shore power connections, the city water inlet, the electrical, the TV connections, and a freshwater washdown. And notice before I close the hatch, USB connectivity right alongside the lounge, all conveniently located in one area. Of course, the most significant aspect of this boat, the outboard power. We can go with 300 horsepower or 350 horsepower, but this is the new 300 horsepower technology from Mercury, so they're V8s. A lot of torque, a lot of power, bigger alternators, and they run a lot quieter, so I'm a big fan of this power package. So now let's take a look inside this compartment. Inside this compartment, well, first and foremost, we've got a Seakeeper 3 front and center. This is an optional feature on this boat, but you can see that the stringers are already built to accommodate the Seakeeper. Nice touch there. Over to the port hand side, house batteries, engine start batteries, and the generator. On the starboard side, the hydraulic components for the terrace. The Helm, I mean, one of the nicest I've seen in class. Soft touch dash, dual Simrad displays, and you know, I always get a warm, fuzzy feeling with Simrad. I like it so much better. This also includes the Navi-app system for controlling the electrical systems on the boat. We have preset settings for all the lighting, and we can even do manual controls as well. Gives us all of our battery readouts and some additional indications. Here's our lighting controls, tank levels, and a setup screen. And of course, we can also convert this over to charting because it's a multifunction display. Now this is the new Simrad Evo 3 S series. Not only does it have a tide graph in the middle of the data bar over on the side, but we can also add up to 6 panels on the screen now. Display over on the right hand side we can make into the same thing or put it into the engine displays for the vessel view features. And this also includes the vessel controls. We can have our cruise control, troll control, and active trim, and this boat also has sport exhaust. Beverage holders to both sides. On the left, spotlight control. There's a flush-mounted Fusion stereo system. Not only do we have electrical switches on the Simrad display, but the essential switches are still located on the dash. The steering wheel is mounted to a tilt base. Seakeeper control just to the right-hand side. The AutoGlide automatic trim tab system located just ahead of the digital throttle and shifts. Remote control for the Simrad displays just behind. The joystick for functionality at the dock, and then a Simrad VHF. Now, dual Helm seats, each one 24 inches across, includes flip-up bolsters, and they adjust fore and aft and swivel. Down below and under the port seat back, generator controls and the 120-volt AC controls. There's a 10-inch cleat just forward of midships, then another one at the bow and fully forward. 2 hatches reveal the ground tackle, which we've currently got deployed. There's also a remote control. Right alongside, there's a freshwater washdown. And this is flanked by LED nav lights and a remote control spotlight to port. Now, I already talked about the fact that this boat has a generator for running the electrical systems, but there's also a very cool system called the Fathom e-Power system. That gives you 22 kilowatt hours of lithium-ion batteries that will let you power all the electrical on the boat. Things like the air conditioning, the electric grills, the refrigeration. As it starts wearing itself down, when it gets to within 5%, it starts shedding non-essential loads. It will all interface with the Simrad display, so you'll have an accurate readout of exactly how much power is left in the system. You can recharge it with either the alternators on the engine or the generator or shore power.
The Ray SLX 400 OB has a length overall of 41 feet 11 inches, a beam of 12 feet 1 inch, and a draft of 45 inches. With an empty weight of 18,537 pounds, 18% fuel, and 3 people on board, we had an estimated test weight of 21,258 pounds. With the triple 300 horsepower Mercury Verados turning 16 by 18 eco-inertia props and wound up to 5,900 RPM, our speed topped out at 51.8 miles per hour. Best cruise was measured at 4,000 RPM and 32.9 miles per hour. At that speed, the 34.8 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into 0.9 miles per gallon in a range of 319 statute miles, all while still holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's 375 gallon total fuel capacity. She's an exciting boat to drive and quick to respond to the throttle. Shove them forward and she'll jump on plane in an average 4.8 seconds, reach 20 miles per hour in 6 seconds, and 30 came and went in 9.5. She's got a bit of a large turning radius, but it's one that remains comfortable for everyone on board. We had calm inshore conditions for our test as a tropical storm prevented us from heading offshore, but crossing wakes showed no hull slap or pounding even at top speed. Everything about this boat says comfort whether running fast or gently cruising. When it came time to return to the dock, we really put the joystick to the test by bringing the 400 in with literally no room to spare. And it handled it perfectly and with near surgical precision.
Well, I said earlier that I was a big fan of the 300 horsepower V8s from Mercury, and now that I've tried them on this boat, I'm even more convinced it's a great match. And that's my full sea trial and performance evaluation of the 400 SLX from Sea Ray. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.